Hello everyone, this is Domino from HighCards. I hope you are having a wonderful day. In today's video we have an Avatar character tier list. Now I love the Avatar series. I don't exactly know the names of every character on the list by the looks of it. I generally know most of them and their character in the show, so let us begin, SABCG. Let's go. A, straight up. S tier, my favourite character in the show, alongside Zuko, which I may as well do it now. Feel like it's a bit of a spoiler, but Aang and Zuko's dynamic, I really want to talk about them together and separately. Their dynamic, their story, especially Zuko's being my favourite episode, Zuko alone. But then you have one of my favourite episodes with Aang being probably the pilot, or I forget the name of it, like the Storm or something. I really just love how, the rivals, Zuko learns, from a different perspective in the Earth Kingdom in Season 2, then Season 3 they'll eventually become, allies and best friends. It's just a really progressive, story. And just love seeing them separately, Aang, his journey, learning the elements, making friends, having fun along the way. Zuko, he needs to redeem his honor. He's just, they're so good together and separate. Appa, Esther, is a lovable sky bison. Is more than just a vehicle for the team. He has one of the most emotional arcs in Season 2 where, he's been captured and you see a really different side of Aang. Just really great. Azula can go on A tier. Actually, B tier. I was never really the biggest fan of Azula. I don't necessarily think she's a bad character, just never been the biggest fan. I'm not sure exactly who this is. Might be Katara and Sokka's father. I'll put into B tier, not necessarily about... Oh wait, no, that's the father there. I'm not sure who this is, so I'm not going to rank it. At least I think that's the father. Yeah, okay, we'll put... I think that's the father. Yeah, not necessarily a bad character, not necessarily a great character, just... I think he serves his role great to help Sokka and Katara. Cabbage Man obviously goes into S tier. It's a running joke throughout it and Legend of Korra, but isn't overplayed like a lot of jokes can be in cartoons. Combustion Man, C tier. Not, I think I would have liked to see more of him, but he did serve his purpose well, as he also helped be a catalyst for Zuko coming to Aang's side. I want to say these are the Sandbenders who probably stole Appa, so D tier. I might be wrong, but yeah, D tier. So emotional. It did help to start one of the best arcs, but he stole Appa. That ain't cool. I know who this is, I just don't want to pronounce the name incorrectly, but his dynamic with Aang is so lovely to watch. Oh, the Bloodbender lady, same as Sokka and Katara's father. Think she serves her role to help Katara learn bloodbending and doesn't really overstay her welcome. Just a great catalyst to help Katara. Not sure who this guy is. Iroh obviously goes into S tier. Such a wonderful character, story, what he teaches the characters in the show, but he also just teaches lessons to the viewer. Just really, really good character right there. Forgot this character's name, but I think it's like the original Firebender teacher for Aang. Not the biggest fan of him, but he serves his role just fine. Jet, C tier. Don't necessarily think he's a bad character, I just never was my cup of tea. Zuko's like love interest in that one episode. Oh, wasn't really a love interest. Like she liked him, I want to say. I don't really remember. I'm not actually gonna rank her because I don't remember too much about her. Oh, she serves her purpose. I don't remember her name to help in the Ba Sing Se sort of story. She doesn't overstay her welcome. She, really helps out in that Ba Sing Se story, and yeah, very good character sort of, and also it's a bit scary with how her character's portrayed. Oh, and this lady, I forget her name. Yeah, once again, a lot of the B tier characters serve their purpose quite well. Like, they're not necessarily good or bad characters, just serve it quite well. Katara, S tier, just a great sort of main character, and her story with learning waterbending and becoming a warrior of her own, really awesome stuff to watch. The Earth King, which I forgot his name, A tier. His dynamic with Aang is really sweet, and just a really great character. His story in season 3 was a bit odd, but still great show, great character. The actual Earth, the Ba Sing Se King, I think. I'm just gonna give him a B tier. Once again, serves his character role quite well. The former Avatar, Kyoshi. Yeah, I think Kyoshi is a great character. Her story, what she did in the show, very good stuff. Now we have the main villain during the Ba Sing Se story. A tier. I actually really enjoyed how he basically had control of Ba Sing Se using its military force. It was pretty intense. Now I'm just gonna do the quick side characters that were a part of Jet's crew. I may as well put them with Jet. And just checking their, oh yeah, gone. I think that's it. Now I don't necessarily remember any of their names. Just like Jet, I wasn't a big fan of Jet, wasn't a big fan of his crew. Yeah. But they did serve their purpose, like B tier entries, just wasn't a big fan of them. Goodness, I can't remember her name. And I may as well put Ty Lee, I think her name is. Good. Actually, I'll put him with Azula. Good friends to Azula. I did actually like their group dynamic. And they have a pretty good friendship. I forget her name, I do apologize. Her dynamic with Zuko being in a relationship, that was pretty well explored. Ty Lee's dynamic with Sokka was pretty funny. Azula with both of them was pretty well explored. And yeah, just a good dynamic. The dynamic itself I'd probably put into A tier, but I'm pretty content with where it is now. I want to say I'm just going to refer to him as the Mechanist, but I forget his actual character name. Really good episode in season 1, and sort of hinted at the airships in season 3. I'll put his son in A tier with him. Yeah, just good character dynamic and very good dynamic with Aang especially, and the father with Sokka, sorry. Let's see, Momo, I'll put into S tier. Can go upper. You know, I really like Momo. Adorable, you know, served his purpose, had a very, very wonderful dynamic with Upper. So adorable. And just thinking about it, since B tier is where I'm putting characters that serve their sort of characters the purpose to help other characters, I'll put Zuko's sort of love dynamic in that one episode. But I don't really remember too much about her. But I do. Yeah, I'll leave her there for now. Fire Lord Ozai, great villain, great dynamic with pretty much most people in this tier list. Just a formidable force. Loved it. The guy from the Northern Water Tribe, I'll put into B tier, but at the top of B tier. Forget his name, sorry. Haven't seen the show in quite some time. Great dynamic with Katara. And pretty good dynamic with Aang. Not the best, but pretty good. Avatar Roku. Loved Avatar Roku. Great character. Great story, especially with, I want to say, Ozai's father or grandfather. Oh, this character coming up. Yeah. They have a great character dynamic there. So I'm happy with Roku there, and then Sozin maybe, but I'm not exactly sure. Then we now have Sokka's mentor. I do actually quite like his character though, and helps with giving Sokka his meteorite sword. Just great character, and leading into Sokka, my third favourite character in the show. Love Sokka. Very funny, but serious when he needs to be. Just a very great character. Then leading into one of my other favourite characters, Suki. Just love her dynamic with Sokka, with everyone on the Avatar team. I wish she was in the show more, but I'm glad they brought her back for the last season and she, you know, helped out with the final battle. And I forgot about Toph until I saw her in the tier list, but Toph is actually my third favourite character. And I like seeing the majority in S tier. It is very good. Toph is just a wonderful character. Her arc, everything about her is just an awesome character. The Boulder, I forget this character's name, but helps out with developing Toph. Zuko's mother just helps out with developing Zuko. Don't really know too much about Zuko's mother. We have the owl from the library, the spirit owl. I really like this character actually, you know. And one of my favourite episodes of season 2 probably would be when they go to the spirit library. At least I'm pretty sure it's the spirit library. Now the next character, I don't actually know who that is. Might be another one of the characters that helped out develop Toph, I'm not exactly sure. And I will also say I don't really know who that character is, but the last two characters I do know. Princess Oog? No. No, I forget her character name, but I know I know about her character. Princess Yue, might be? I'm not exactly sure, but her dynamic with Sokka is really awesome. Had a good dynamic with Aang. Katara, I don't exactly remember. But yeah, pretty good character. And leads us to our final character. We had General Zhao. Awesome dynamic with Zuko and Aang. And that last battle, also his cameo in Legend of Korra, that was pretty cool. yeah, just a pretty good character overall. And this is it. This is my tier list. I hope you enjoyed. This is all my opinion. I'd love to hear what you think of these particular characters in the comment section if you'd like to. Now, there is a lot of my bias in this, as you may be able to tell with pretty much all main characters in S tier. The one that the lowest mainish character would be like Azula. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye now.